Bag. I'm out of here, man. Gang. I make a splash, okay? Fill up a stash, okay? I'm in my bag, okay?
The bell is tolling. It's the Colts. This is the 2020 season on EA Sports. Coming up, we're going to look at Le'Veon Bell, fresh off a 100-yard performance a week ago, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans as they get set to match up against the Indianapolis Colts. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll have a former Heisman Trophy winner calling the shots, hailing from the island of Oahu in Hawaii, Marcus Mariota.
And he's definitely a defensive coordinator and a defense's nightmare because his 4.5 speed allows him to break out of a pocket and hurt a team with his legs running downfield. But he really keeps his eyes downfield and wants to throw the football first. Puts the defense in a heck of a spot. Do you go after it or do you fall back? Either way, he wins.
Now Mariota, and this is hauled in by Matthews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Play action now. Mariota. And he finds Corey Davis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The numbers for Davis last week: 5 catches, 78 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block if you're an offensive lineman. Nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Off the play fake, Mariota. And this is caught at the 8. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler, makes a stop. Here's the offense, and if you're the defense, Charles, you really have to focus on that guy that's highlighted on the screen.
You're talking about pure speed. T.Y. Hilton can get down the middle of the field and really stretch a defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. Defensively, starting lineup now for Tennessee. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Now if they can just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Back to throw. And he's got his man Hilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
All right, here we go. Blue landed.
Looking to throw. They don't have his man. That's Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The numbers for Bell on the ground in the game last week. 19 carries, 104 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half as some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action here on 1st down. Uncorks one, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Mariota. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Lambo to add on the extra point. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A beautiful fake. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. And they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Time to look now with our spotlight at the quarterback, Marcus Mariota. He's showing off that arm, showing it off very well. They've got the lead. Don't forget, though, about the protection he's had. The protection's been good.
And I'll guarantee you he hasn't forgotten about it at all, because that's keeping him clean in the pocket, allowing him to step into throws and make those deep passes come true. I mean, it's just been beautiful for him to do. But guess what? In the huddle, on the sidelines, guaranteed he's thanking those big guys up front for keeping him safe. I feel he may even buy dinner.
Indeed, entertaining to relive some of those deep balls. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The starters now on the defensive side of the ball for Indianapolis. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass, because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it, because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Lewis. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll give a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've hit the end of quarter 1. 14-6, that's the score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with a football here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They run. This is Lewis. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Oh, it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Mariota to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. 3rd and goal. Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Lambo will put this one through, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, Really well done.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
A give to Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Back to throw here. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll run with Lewis. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel set packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. A huge play that time for the Colts. 47 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A gain of 39 that time. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll give it to him up the middle. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A 3rd field goal of the 1st half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Deion Kane, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make it 17-13. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Marcus Mariota getting ready to go again here on offense. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
2nd down, Mariota. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mariota now to throw on first down. And Matthews has it right side. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Mariota now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. They'll throw again. Mariota. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Mariota again. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go now.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin at Everbank Field, an AFC South matchup pitting Houston against Jacksonville. And it's the Texans who've got the lead in the second quarter. The Texans hitting pretty 1 month in. Their 4-0 record, obviously the best in the NFL. From there, it's a short trip in the Sunshine State down to Miami, as the Dolphins are at home as well. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Teddy Bridgewater has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And that game all tied up as they do battle with the visiting Lions. In our game, it was Marcus Mariota with a strong first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He'll look to throw, and he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a 1st down on 3rd and long. And somehow, he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the 1st down marker.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. In for the score. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that will tie things at 20 all. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Here's Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Off the play fake, Mariota. Looking deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. A 1st down throw for Mariota. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. This is Lewis. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Titans are going to take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A 10-play drive that time. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now Bell hit. He lost the football.
is knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Now let's go. Green.
The give is to Bell. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man Hilton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped.
False start, offense.
They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
All right, here we go. Green.
Again, it's Bell. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, look at that. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down, Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cohen. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Now they try the right side here. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. Now a second down throw for Mariota. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Now a handoff looking right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Nice move by Lewis. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That good for 22 and a first down. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got Edelman on the out route. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Set. Blue landing.
They'll set up a throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And now running right through it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue landing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They stop short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field Don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground. It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And they'll run it here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Play action now. Mariota. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Play fake. Mariota. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On play action, Mariota. His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop him. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They go play action. Mariota. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. In for the score. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Lambo on for the extra point. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. And the numbers show the improvement, and this is kind of what we thought we would expect to see from him. I know we overanalyze these things sometimes, but what switch? What's flipped that switch?
Sometimes I think when you're as great as he is, you just kind of roll out each game and expect good things to happen. And that's not always the case. Those guys on the other side of the ball, they're the NFL 2 for a reason. So maybe at halftime he gets a chance to regroup, kind of get it back together, get a little extra resolve, and now he's putting it into practice.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Set. 3-19.
Back to throw here. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A nice job of bringing that in, but why was he so close to the sideline there? They had all kinds of room in the flat.
A little bit of a lack of coordination between him
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Here's Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Cohen. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Tennessee, the preparation pays off as they pick up their first win on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew,